Yo, we back doing a reaction on EST Gee, the story of EST Gee. One of the hottest rappers out right now, I think. Nigga, my homeboy put me up on him one day. He was like, listen to this new nigga, man. This nigga snapping. And ever since then, I've been listening to him and the nigga been snapping. So, let's do some, let's see what they got. Cause we ain't gonna do nothing, half of the shit you can't believe. You gotta take it with her, you know what I'm saying? A little pinch of it, but you can't believe everything you hear. Hear half of what you hear. Whatever the fuck the saying is, I don't know the saying. I'm high. We finna get to it. I'm finna get high some more. Let's get to it.
EST Gee is one of the hottest up-and-coming street rappers, and he got a pretty crazy story behind his music. First, he was headed to the NFL, then to the top of the streets, and now he's putting Kentucky on the map with his music. This is the true story of EST Gee. EST Gee was born and raised in Louisville, Kentucky. Growing up, both of his parents was hustling in the streets, and Gee was surrounded by crime 24/7. He says his dad had a gold tooth, a tattoo, and had already been shot by the time he was 11 years old. Gee's family was doing what they had to do to survive, but their influence would eventually lead to Gee jumping off the porch just like them. Like a lot of kids growing up in the hood, Gee's home life was rough. His pops was in prison for part of his childhood, and he had to stay with his grandma after his mom lost custody of him. But all of the struggle just made him try even harder to get it out the mud. His first opportunity came from football. Gee was a three-sport athlete and in football and also ran track, but football was where he excelled the most. Gee was the #1 ranked linebacker in the state and was so good on the field, he earned a scholarship to play for Indiana State University. That made him the first person in his family to make it to college. He later told Pitchfork, "All everyone cared about in Louisville is making it to college sports. I had to try to make it for my people, especially because I've never been bad at nothing." Gee played a couple of seasons at Indiana State University before transferring to Stephen F. Austin University. Everything was looking up for him, and there was even a chance he would go pro after college ball. But then something went down that cost him his scholarship and freedom. The whole time he was in school, Gee was living a double life. Everyone knew he was putting in work on the field, but he was putting in even more in the streets. Gee didn't want to rely on anyone else for his success, so he used his connections in Louisville to start pushing weight. Selling a little weed is normal for college students.
And it all comes from not having, you know, our mama and dad did not have it. You know what I'm saying? That we gotta go out and take risks sometimes. Cause that's how the world is. We ain't born with silver spoons and shit, so we gotta get out. Some people gotta get how they live, and we gotta get how we live growing up sometimes, and I just don't want my kids to have to go through that shit, I want them to just be a child for a long time. And after they be a child and be a teenager, then be a young adult, then, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had to grow up fast, cause shit, when your mama and them ain't got damn second class, so, you know what I'm saying? Cause mid class, you know what I'm saying? Second class, mid class. But if your shit ain't mid class, bro, like, you ain't goddamn, you gonna have to step up early. You ain't gonna be able to enjoy that like that. You know what I'm saying? But my kid, I'm trying to make sure my kids get to enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? Cause you got forever, you got more years being a grown up than anything. You been a child, a teenager, young adult, you got more years being a grown up, bro. So once you hit 25 and up, you got more years being a grown up than anything. So they ain't gonna have to rush their life. I'm gonna teach them the right shit though. But I'm gonna try to make sure, that they straight. They ain't gotta worry about they type of shit. They gonna be straight. If they decide that's what they wanna do, if they wanna go to college, shit, they gonna be straight. You feel me? They ain't gonna have to do no extra shit, be no follower. So most of that shit come from following. Man. But if they follow me, shit, I'm gonna have to lead them in a better path.
sentence. But Gee was moving different. When the feds caught up to him in 2016, he was caught with 12 pounds of weed and thousands of dollars in cash. Gee got hit with a drug trafficking charge that made him lose his scholarship. At first, he was looking at a potential 10-year sentence, but his lawyer eventually got the charge reduced to a Class D felony, and he accepted a plea in exchange for 5 years probation. Everything could have been over at that point, but Gee managed to avoid jail time. But staying out of prison wasn't his only issue.
You in position yet?
Working on it.
What's taking so?
He also had a son on the way. With his opportunity for an NFL career gone overnight, he had no other skills to support himself and his family. So back in Louisville, he hopped right back into the streets. He said in the interview, anything that a nigga feel like a street nigga's supposed to do, I done did it, period. Anything being sold, anything being shipped, anything being protected, I done did it. Even though he couldn't make it out through football.
It be funny to me too, and niggas be like, nigga, like they just was getting it the whole time, bro, you know? Niggas be thousandaires, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with it, but a lot of people are thousandaires, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of working people thousandaires, but niggas be talking like they just be rich their whole life. That shit be killing me. Like they was just rich before. Oh, good, yo, nigga, you was check to check like everybody else, nigga, just cause you know what I'm saying? You went around here buying the motherfucking properties and goddamn, right now, and most of them rap niggas don't live in their goddamn city. That little hood they be talking about they come from, you feel me? They say they come from the hood. They probably be out there, but where they house at, they ain't live out there. They ain't went out there and bought no house on the block, bought the block out, and put their house right there, cause that's their hood. They move out that motherfucker. But they talking about what you don't do for your block. Nigga, y'all move out that motherfucker. Y'all go to a better place too. Y'all ain't there buying no fucking block out. Shit be crazy. Nigga, trip me out. Why sit in the hood anyway when you got money like that? You know what I'm saying? Unless you buying the block out, bro, you wasting your time out there. You feel me? For real. Nigga. You ain't doing nothing special if you ain't buying the block out, bro. If you going out there to buy the block, put motherfuckers on, and, you know what I'm saying, motherfuckers know you, now you they landlord, and help motherfuckers out when they hurt you, you know, give them extra chances that the next motherfucker didn't get, you know what I'm saying, anything. You ain't doing that, nigga. You just rapping, talking about how y'all from the block, but I ain't talking about the EST Gee or nobody like, cause I ain't this, I'm just saying most rappers that's the go-to, stay at the block. No, do something, nigga, expand with your shit, nigga, build with your shit. Teach to build with that fucking money. Stop telling motherfuckers to stand on the block, bro. The fuck you standing on the block for, bro? You go to jail? For the police to know who you is. That's how they know who you is. They see you all the time. You feel me? If they don't see you, how the fuck they supposed to know you? Like, quit telling people to stand on the block, bro. I hate shit like that, bro. Tell a motherfucker to get some money, buy something. Tell a nigga what goddamn how to use these stocks. Tell a nigga, you know what I'm saying? That shit, how y'all trying to get money. Y'all don't go and tell them niggas how y'all buying all these property, all this extra shit. Y'all tell them how to kill it. No, tell them the good shit. Where you can rap about good shit and bad shit. You know what I'm saying? Exaggerate on the bad shit, make it sound good, but put a better message in your shit, a good message, bro. You don't gotta always rap about no dumb shit. Ain't nothing wrong with rapping about dumb shit, but don't, when motherfuckers be interviewing you, that's what you about. You ain't on your block. You know what I'm saying? No, buy that motherfucker. You feel me? Like Jay-Z said. Shit.
Gee knew he didn't want to spend the rest of his life caught up in the streets. So while he was on house arrest for the trafficking case, he bought some recording equipment and set up a studio in his bathroom. He got inspired, started making music about his life.
It's cool to be hard and the hardest or whatever, bro. But you gotta preach that shit. Preach the goddamn how motherfuckers gonna come up from this goddamn change generations, man. Preach how to change generations. Fuck all that other shit. Everybody gonna be able to be rappers, but they can do other moves to come out of that. You feel me? They can put their money in other shit. Teach them how to group up with their little homies and put their money in some shit. Teach that. Them niggas gonna listen to y'all. That's who they look at every day. Teach them that. Teach them how to use that money. What y'all learning at that level. Because when y'all get to a level, y'all don't want a whole nother set of money. and money making. You know what I'm saying? So y'all soaking in shit. Teach that, bro. Why not pass that shit back, bro? Don't grab a few. You know what I'm saying? Teach that shit to everybody, bro. Motherfucker, I'm teaching that shit. I'll teach that shit to everybody I meet. I don't give a fuck who you is. Especially my people, you feel me? You look like me, you come from nothing, I'm definitely teaching you how to get around this shit. Everything I learned, you feel me? I don't mind telling you. I love going to the barbershop talking about it. As many people there as possible. Shit. For real. Teach that shit, bro. Y'all get that money and just flaunt that shit. Ain't nothing wrong with flaunt money, but still teach that shit. Shit.
Life after seeing Lil Baby perform on TV. Baby comes from a similar background, so Gee knew he had a shot at making it in the industry too. At first, he was dropping tracks under the name Big G, but then he changed it to EST Gee after forming Everybody Shine Together Entertainment with his homies. Fans connected to the music instantly. Gee used everything he'd been through in his life as an inspiration to create hard-hitting, authentic tracks. One of the people who helped bring him into the rap game was a dude named YOG Peso. Gee and Peso play football.
I know how like this nigga keep on. It don't matter. You feel me? But still, I fuck with EST. That nigga hardest nigga out, bro. Right now to me. Everything. All of it, bro. Lil Baby, what? Lil Baby, I'm talking about the young nigga. The young nigga, I'm talking about new nigga. The baby, Lil Baby, the baby nigga right now. Ain't old, ain't young. I'm talking about as in, yeah, he the hottest nigga. Ain't he no hottest young nigga out.
The same high school and was super close. They dropped a collab track in 2018 called The Come Up and plan on dropping more. But just when their music partnership was set to take off, something serious went down that led to a 27-year-old studio owner getting shot to death. Peso and Gee were supposed to meet up at Quality Over Quantity Media to record new music. It's not clear what exactly happened, but their crews got into a fight and someone started letting off shots. Brian Osley, aka Big O, or Coach O, was a football coach who helped start Quality Over Quantity Media. He was caught in the crossfire and killed, but police don't believe he was a target. Coach O's murder led to a split in the Louisville music scene that's still going on today. Peso and his camp rep the West End area of the city, while Gee comes from a set called Newburgh. After their crews got into that fight, the two sides been on their own wave ever since. Even though he lost an old friend to the streets, Gee was only moving forward. His mixtapes was buzzing in the city, and he was building a fan base outside of Louisville too. Then Louisville superstar Jack Harlow heard his new track, New Number, and hit him up to collaborate. But Gee already has a bad reputation in the city. The police warned Harlow to stay away from Gee, but Jack ignored them and linked up anyway. Teaming up with one of the hottest rappers in the world was the biggest move in Gee's career yet, but that didn't mean his struggles was over. In late 2019, he suffered another setback that almost ended his life. In September 2019, EST Gee had just linked up with Sada Baby for a video shoot. When Gee and his brother left the spot, the ops slid through and let off shots into Gee's whip. He got hit 4 times in the stomach and grazed in the left eye. His brother got hit in the...
Bro. How the fuck do we expect to get somewhere if everybody who get famous or with some money, y'all trying to kill a nigga? Trying to kill a nigga? Fuck, bro. Like, we already got it bad that they gonna kill you. Just cause you got more than them. You supposed to be happy, bro. What's wrong? What happened to niggas being happy for niggas, bro? Yeah, I'm happy for everybody who get into the bread, bro. Continue to get up, continue to grind, continue to go after that shit. Continue to make that shit and change shit for your family and everybody in your circle, bro. I pray for the best for everybody, all that shit, bro. Like, I don't even got time to hate on a nigga, bro. For real. What the fuck I'm looking at a nigga and hating for? I don't even got time. That takes too much time to even think about a hating. To even think to hate, you feel me? Like, come on, bro. God, niggas watching. You gotta take a lot of time in your day to care about another nigga a lot. To a point you sitting there, it just make you feel like you want to just throw your life away. I want to try this nigga. I want to take y'all on a kid. Anything, nigga. Y'all niggas some lame ass niggas. Anybody who look at shit, another nigga and want what he got on some envy shit, then try to take it, not knowing this man got a whole family. You just give a fuck because you broke. Get your broke ass out and do something, nigga.
A leg, but luckily it wasn't too serious. Gee said in a No Jumper interview that he thought he was gonna die, but his brother kept him awake and talking till they got to the hospital. He spent 2 weeks in the hospital recovering, then had to have a bunch of surgeries to restore the vision in his eye. In the same interview, he said the situation was taken care of and implied that justice was served in the streets. No one knows who the shooters were, but a dude from West End named H Block Duke raps about it on a diss track called EST, Everybody Shot Together. In the video for the song, H Block used footage of Gee laid up in the hospital with an eye patch and staples in his stomach while he raps, "We get on EST for free. Ask Gee about that freeway. We the reason for that bad eye and that zipper on his stomach, and a couple of his dead homies." The bar about Gee's dead homies is allegedly about a dude named Austin Floyd that Gee was close with. Floyd was murdered back in October 2020, and a lot of people believe West End was behind the hit. Then a dude from Newburgh named Warren Freeman was arrested for killing a West End affiliate named Reginald Johnson. Freeman's case eventually got dropped, but it looked like Johnson's death might have been payback for Floyd. There was bodies dropping left and right around Gee, but he kept his focus on the music and kept leveling up his career. He put out tracks with top artists like Lil Baby and Lil Durk, but then tragedy struck again. In March 2020, Gee's mom passed away from cancer. Then 1 week later, his brother was gunned down in the streets of Louisville. Gee's life has been a roller coaster full of highs and terrible lows, but he never lets the bad times keep him down. He fought through the pain of getting shot and losing his mom and brother, then signed a massive deal with Yo Gotti's CMG label in 2021. Complex asked him in an interview if all the pain and death he's been surrounded by has changed him. Gee told him, "You asked if my run-ins with death changed me, and I think..."
Damn, bro, I'm gonna do so much, bro. Losing his mama, losing his brother, I lost some homies, you know what I'm saying? That shit crazy. That's one of the nigga memorable verses I could just, you know what I'm saying, bars really. That nigga said niggas bold, like we ain't taking souls and putting them with my mama. Just to write some shit like that, bro. You gotta be going through some shit just to write it. You know what I'm saying? Put your mama in a bar like that. Niggas bold, like we ain't taking souls and put them with my mama. Like that shit sensitive just to even speak out how your mama dead, but that shit was hard, but I'm like, that shit different. You know what I'm saying? There's some pain mixed with that shit. But yeah.
They might have changed death. If you ask the devil, did Gee change you? He'd probably be like, hell yeah. It seems like no matter what happens, Gee finds a way to rely on himself and make it through. But now the feds are after the entire EST crew, and 10 affiliates have already been arrested, including Gee's manager, Eric Mosley. In September 2021, Eric Mosley's hotel room was raided by the FBI. They searched the room and found a kilo of coke, 2 pistols, and $100,000 in cash. Mosley got hit with serious charges like possession with intent to distribute and possession of a firearm by a prohibited person. Then the FBI went after 9 more EST affiliates in an investigation they called Project Safe Neighborhoods. During the arrest, the cops allegedly found drugs, guns, a stolen car, and over $100K in cash. According to police, EST ain't just a music collective. It's an organized crime group that runs heroin, fentanyl, and other drugs through Louisville. They also say EST is responsible for several murders, including a 3-year-old girl. Authorities revealed that Eric Mosley and other EST affiliates bailed out a dude named Kevin Lawless. Lawless is accused of killing a dude from West End named Brandon Waddles and his daughter, Trinity Randolph. He was convicted of attempted murder back in 2017, but was later released on parole. The checks that paid for Lawless's bond were under the Everybody Shine Together Entertainment name, and Gee raps about him on his track, Sky Dweller. Lawless is known by the name Lil Kada, and on Sky Dweller, Gee raps, "They want 1 mil for Lil Kada. Know I'm coming to get you, baby. Know my heart might get me killed, but it got me here, so risk I'm taking." Gee wasn't named in the indictment, but a lot of people he's close with got wrapped up in it. For right now, it seems like his legal situation is all good, but it only takes one dude snitching to bring the whole thing down. Eric Mosley is facing up to 10 years, and the other EST affiliates are probably looking at similar sentences. Lawless is out on bail now, but he could get the death penalty if he's convicted. But one thing's for sure though, none of this is gonna stop Gee from his grind. He dropped 2 albums in 2021, Bigger Than Life or Death, Part 1 and 2, and even Jay-Z reached out to show him love. Now, he's got a collab project with 42 Doug in the works, and his career is in a better spot than ever. If he can avoid the legal issues and petty beef,
There is no line. That Free to Shine song be slapping, dude. I know I was like the first one reacting to that shit when it dropped, cause I seen that shit. I was like, this shit finna be hot. Then everybody probably on it, they blocked my video. That's lame as hell, bro. I gonna get the niggas more views, you feel me? Like, I ain't saying I'm popular, like the most popular in the world, but I'm like, shit, the faster the better, the motherfucker see your shit, the better, you feel me? And then the motherfucker had to come across your shit a week ago. I was finna put niggas on it that same day. Nigga, that shit was too hard. Too hard, you hear me?
there's no telling how far he'll take it.